Hi, my name is Michael Robinson. I'm President and CEO of New York Staffing and Microbin. Thank you all once again for the wonderful comments on my blog and for your support. I totally appreciate it. And today we're going to talk about the economy. Everybody is talking about it, so why not? Yes? We're talking about problems every day. We talk about jobs not being available. We talk about industries moving out of the country. We talk about jobs being outsourced to foreign countries. We've spoken about jobs that have become obsolete. So the question is, what is the answer? What do we need as a formula to build a healthy economic environment? And in my mind, there are four things that come up. One, we need invention. America is a country of invention. We have more patents here than any other countries in the world. This is a known fact. We've invented more things than anyone else, but we've fallen back a little. We've not been inventing enough, and as a result, we're importing more than we're exporting, which is the worst possible formula you can have for a successful economy. So we need to begin creating new products and services. The second thing that needs to happen is that products and services or resources that are available, we need to be able to increase productivity. So how could we increase the productivity of companies that are in business at the moment? These are things that we need to look into. The third thing that needs to happen is that we need to find natural resources. Okay, this is a bit of a challenge because we know that you can't go in your backyard and find diamonds or rubies or gold as we could in some African countries. But we do not have the resources in terms of natural products, so therefore it goes back to invention. And I'm going to talk about invention in a bit, but I'm just laying the framework for our discussion. The fourth thing that needs to happen is that we need to have a healthy business environment, meaning that government needs to lower taxes on businesses so that it allows businesses to grow more, hire more people, and thereby create more revenues. Because the more people that are working, of course, more taxes are being paid to the government, and that compensates for the lowering of taxes on the businesses. So those are four things that we are looking at for a healthy, stable economic environment. So we go back to the invention part because that's the part that I'm most passionate about. I think that when you are able to invent a product, when you're able to create an idea or a solution, then you create a viable product that can become a national phenomena or even an international phenomena. And as a result, you suddenly have created something that can be sold to foreign markets and create revenues and jobs for this country. Correct. So we're looking at the situation from companies that have exploded overnight from being nothing to being something. Think about the internet. The internet is an American creation, an invention, and now it's a worldwide phenomena. It's something that everybody uses and we can't imagine not using it. You think about the PC, for example. Americans created the PC. And you think about Google and Facebook and all of those other sites that we rely on so diligently for our daily social networking. The reality is that we need to be able to create products and services. Think about nanotechnology. Think about green technology. Think about agri-technology or lunar technology. Yes, I'm thinking outside the box, but that's what we have to do. We have to become competitive again, and we have to come up with ideas that people are going to be buying and interested in. Think about India and China. They're quickly catching up on us. They've learned from our journey as a capitalist society, and they're doing things that are cheaper, and they've got talent that is highly educated. So we don't want them to catch up on us with us. We want to be able to be ahead of the game. So in order to be ahead, we have to think outside the box. We have to invest in research and development. Government and business needs to come together and form. We're living in a different world. The 21st century holds many challenges for us as a country and as a world. It's a rapidly changing economic environment, and in order to remain competitive, It means that we have to think outside the box. It means we have to come up with ideas and solutions to problems. Problems not of yesterday, but of tomorrow. We think about how we can cut back on spending in terms of natural resources, oil, and so on and so forth. And we think about electric cars, for example. This thought came to me this morning, actually. And the reality is that there's nowhere in the city of New York where you can go and plug an electric car in to be charged. So unless you have a long extension cord that you can throw out of your window and charge your car, that infrastructure is not available. So we need to think long term. How do we develop the infrastructure for products like electric cars? How do we then, obviously, if that is the case, then the demand for electric cars may increase. But without that, you would have a situation, once again, where people are coming up with ideas, but the infrastructure is not there to support it. So you think about the various ideas such as lunar technology or aerospace technology, which is becoming so very prevalent. There are many private entrepreneurs who are thinking of how to get us up into zero orbit for a couple of $100,000 for the wealthy. Now, I'm not saying that everybody needs to think about that or think like that, but certainly think in other areas. Think outside the box, how you can create a small product or service that can make a difference within our economy. So that's food for thought. And that's me thinking outside the box and saying to you, let's become a nation of innovation, of invention, of creativity, and explore the possibilities that lay ahead and not let us fall behind with these challenging and rapidly changing economic conditions. Thank you once again, and I welcome your comments and your questions.